I didn't think of a funny title to call this. Hmm. It would have made sense if it was something along the lines of um, actually reliable stream. But this isn't reliable. I'm starting 25 minutes late, so that might not be quite true here. Where the... There it is. It, I lost the settings there for a second. I'm really tired today. Yeah. What am I gonna call this? Um, uh, this is very mean to Chris, but that's what I'll call it. That's what I'm gonna call it. Friday Night Dice Replacement. Uh, so Christopher's been having some issues lately with real life stuff. Um, so for that reason, he is not playing tonight, and I'm not sure if he's going to be playing for a couple of weeks at least. Uh, so yeah, I feel really bad about what it is I'm gonna do. I'm doing here because he wants the break, and I'm giving him shit for it. But at the same time, funny, you know, funny. I guess I'll might as well just toss it in. I'm live. All right. So let's load up a Star Wars Destiny lobby. Here we go. Okay. So I haven't really got anything special for you guys this time around. Just gonna be playing some decks. Hey ho, Tommy. Sorry that this was a bit late, and I am only gonna go till 1 a.m. Might even only go 12, so we'll see. Maybe only an hour and a half, maybe 2.5 hours. I don't know. But the problem is, I just got done recording about 2 hours of footage, um, playing my top 32 match. So I'm already exhausted from having basically recorded for 2 hours straight. But I'm going to keep at this anyway. I'm going to keep at this, and we're going to go in for it. At this point, I've mostly bought my cards, but I'm not going to be able to get all of the cards needed for my Akbar Ayla Ray deck, Akbar Ayla Padawan deck. Why have I got this AAR? Shouldn't this be AAP? I've already discussed that before. Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't have access to that right now. I don't have all the cards for that. I'm missing 2 ancient lightsabers, 1 4 speed, so I'm probably going to be playing this Yoda deck instead. But I did make a mistake in that I only bought the cards I needed, and I'm still not certain about what I want this deck to be 100% yet. Um, Basically, I don't like Vandalize. I'm in the situation now where I kind of really want to keep my character dice. I'm not running Chance Cube, so I'm not liking Vandalize. So it might be worth it to go, say, a Pin Down or a Sabotage. And I didn't buy those cards. But I mean, people are going to have spare uncommons, right? Yeah, because Sabotage allows me to discard a support from play equal by discarding cards from my hand, which is better than using my dice for it. I can just be like turn 1 toss 2 and just be like as soon as this thing as soon as like something that the hero vehicles deck would run, something like the HWK, as soon as the HWK turns up Sabotage, I don't need to have character dice in the pool for it, which is very nice. But of course that means Vandalize hits Chance Cube, whereas this doesn't, and Chance Cube is a very key component of mill decks. Uh, which, but Sabotage does hit C3PO, which is pretty nice. Yeah, Tommy, I'm missing a force. Yeah, wait, I've already said this, but yes, I'm missing a 4 speed. I'm missing 2 ancients. I know those are a hard deal, and you're saying if it's non-hero that I can borrow it off of you. It's hero. I don't play villain. I mean, you could bring me an entire Mother Talzin Thrawn deck if you want. That'd be at least fun to mess around with whilst it wilts. Um, but yeah. Uh, but I mean, at the same time, I'm still not sure about playing that deck. I'm also thinking about putting Scout in that deck instead of the Bespins. But Bespins are very useful in that in my Akbar Ayla Padawan. Bespins are very useful when Akbar's the only one left, but sometimes I just have Akbar just sitting there, and I could definitely put on a Scout on him. And it's cheaper just using Scout and paying once for one rather than having to keep paying every time for Bespin. But anyway, so Pin Down and Sabotage are two very much possibilities that I could have instead of the Vandalize. I don't like Vandalize anymore. Alternatively, instead of those, I could put in Chance Cube of my own. Like, Chance Cube is not a terrible card. Honestly, if I had Chance Cube, I could potentially put in Vandalize again. Because Chance Cube gives me another target for Yoda to use his specials on. The problem with Vandalize right now is that Yoda needs an extra die as a target early on. So I can't afford to use up my Ezra dice on Vandalize. And Yoda would love to turn those Ezra dice into resources or specials, right? If I had Chance Cube, then I wouldn't be so reliant on the Ezra dice. And I mean, Chance Cube is just a really good card, right? Let's be honest. What else could I get rid of? Scruffy looking Nerf Herder probably deserves to stay, even after the running interference nerf. I still think people are going to be playing Sabine Ezra's at some point, and that's very critical against that deck. Again, against Bro TK, Scruffy looking Nerf Herder was a key card, and that's not necessarily important anymore. Though this might be worth getting rid of. Here's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to toss in the Chance Cubes for now, and we're going to see how this plays with Chance Cubes. Yeah, I'm just going to toss those on top. And we're going to see how this runs. Okay. And we'll see if this is actually smooth. Oh, I shuffled! Didn't mean to shuffle. Did not mean to shuffle that. That's kind of annoying because now I've got to actually drag those out. Is he choosing a character? Yeah, nope. Okay. Well, he's going Obi Mars. That's fine. There. I don't know. I want the Chance Cube in. I'm looking for the characters. There. Ezra. There's the Ezra. And where's the rookie pilot? There's the rookie pilot. Alright, cool. Jeez, that was way harder than it needed to be. Boop. Now I want Ezra on this side. I like having my Yoda in the middle. I spent a lot of money on these as well. Like I might spend 230. I've got one 4-speed. I spent 230 quid on cards. I spent about 70 quid on this deck, and then the other 100 and odd, yeah, 160 odd, something like that, was on the hero Ayla Padawan, right? Ayla Padawan Akbar deck. Because some things are expensive. Stuff like heirlooms and stuff. Well, mostly handcrafted lipo, 4-speed, ancient lightsabers. Those are expensive. Couldn't get a vibro knife, but that's fine. All right. So what do I want to play here? Well, I got my Chance Cube turn 1, so we can see definitely how this Chance Cube double T847 play turns out. Yeah, no, that seems perfectly fine by me. And I keep my Into the Garbage Chute. That's good, because I realized I probably didn't want to throw it away, because I've realized I'm up against an Obi Mars, you know? So Into the Garbage Chute, if they activate Obi, then that's good. Although, to be fair, I mean, Mars, I don't know. So some people like to play Obi Mars by rolling out the Mars without the Obi having been rolled out already. But others don't. We'll see how this guy likes to play it. 5 versus 6. It's very rare that I'll win that when he rolls a single 3. So yeah. So some people swear by rolling in Mars on her own, putting an upgrade on Mars and just rolling around on her own and then using Obi. So yeah. So we'll see, because if he rolls out the Obi on his own, I can Into the Garbage Chute, which would be nice. Weapons Factory just gives me a resource for free. He definitely wants to take his battlefield. Well, let's be honest here. Because he's going to claim every turn, so he can just take the resource every turn. And that's going to be huge for him, but I mean, taking a resource every turn, not a big deal when I've got an Ezra. Yes. This guy might be a bit newish to the game, but that's fine. This is still going to be a good test. No matter who you play against, it's still a good test to see how your own deck flows, you know? Chance Cubes. Chance Cube Yoda is such a good engine. Alright, so he's new to the mod, but he's probably not new to the game, because he's playing an Obi-Mars, so he knows what's good. Let's just roll in the Ezra. Roar. Resource and a Disrupt. Alright, that's nothing. It doesn't matter what I roll out, because I'm going to be slow. All that matters is that I did do an Into the Garbage Chute at some point. And a Chance Cube at another point. But, you know, rolling out the Ezra first, I mean, I don't lose tempo on that play. Who knows? I might want to roll out the Yoda next. Probably not. But it could at least threaten. It could have special threatened the resource at least, and like playing the Chance Cube's not. There's no need to, right? There's absolutely no need to right now. All right, he rolls in the Mars, so he's gonna do that, and he's gonna be able to look and discard an event from my hand if he wants to resolve that, and that will remove my Into the Garbage Chute, which will be a big deal. If he decides to do that, which I'm assuming he's going to do that at some point. I'm just gonna straight up ask him at this point. Okay. Okay, he's gonna shoot Yoda. He has to remove an event. Alright, this guy's probably pretty new. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. I'll just crush this guy nice and quick. Alright, Chance Cube. Boom. Let's remove the hood there. There we go. Alright, and what's he gonna do in response? Just roll an Obi? Sure. I'm gonna remind him about Obi's effect as well. If he... Okay, nope. He knows it. He knows it. He's putting down a shield. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'll hit a motive. Melee. Hope to hit a melee there. Hey, it's removed. I do like these maps though. We don't give Ice Cobra nearly enough credit. These are some good maps. These are some good mats, you know, just they do the job well. They've got a nice little playground area for your own dice, you know. Whilst they also still have 3 very clear upgrade spots and then nice places for both the shields and the damage, you know. It's a good design. I like the design. I feel like if Game Master don't, then they should definitely have that design. Whoa, I just got some serious deja vu. I just got some serious deja vu, guys. Mm. Okay, so here's something some of you may not know about me. Probably most of you. I am someone who tends to suffer a lot from deja vu. Um, some people say I see the future. I don't know about that, but I get this distinct feeling that I've been in a situation where I've been up against an Obi-Mars whilst I've been playing a Yoda deck, and it's been very annoying for me because my opponent both is new. I, I hate to say it like that, but he is new. Plus it to the 3. Alright, so I'm going to play Yoda. I'm going to use up a resource to roll in the chance cube. I'm going to take 3 damage. It's going to be fine. Not a good roll, actually. I'm going to have to discard an airspeeder for this. Unless the rookie pilot rolls a special resource. Even so, I'm going to have to discard it. I'm going to lose an airspeeder over that. That sucks. Alright, I guess I'm only getting 1 airspeeder this round, but I mean, it's still worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Because Yoda specials and triple resources are key. But he probably has some removal. But if he's might have to use it or not, I don't know. Alright, cool. Alright, so I'm going to take this. Take this. I'm going to use Yoda special to get a resource and turn the Ezra to a special, and then I'm going to resolve the Ezra special. Which steals a resource off of him. Dupe. And then I'm going to play my airspeeder for 2. Boom, go away. Roll that in. Blank. Roll in the rookie pilot, which rookie pilot's ability allows me to re-roll the airspeeder. And I might be going a little too fast for him. But, you know, it's fine. I'm going to take 2 more resources, and this is the ridiculous amount of resources I've got to start with. There's a discard card. Yeah, it loses the thermal. Alright, cool. And I'm going to shoot the Obi-Wan for 2. Alright, so this is what happens when you draw a chance cube turn 1. I've got 8 resources here. And well, okay, I'm going to be able to use up those 8 resources. Good, because that's the problem. I might end up in a situation where I've got like 12 resources and nothing to spend it on. Running 2 chance cubes might be worth running 2 C-3POs. He knows how to do that though, so okay. He might be new to this game, but he's not new to TTS. That's good to see. That's good to see. Alright, he's pays 3. And yeah, people figure this out fairly easy once they get the hang of this stuff. Let's just roll in Ezra. Special's kind of worthless because he doesn't have a resource right now, but he'll have one eventually. But I can still do another into the garbage chute if I need to. And I might need to. I mean, it'll be good to do it. Definitely. Otherwise Yoda could die. I mean, my opponent has a maximum of 11 damage because Mars has 2 things on it. So, though he rolls blank, he rolls nothing. Alright, cool. So, that's good to see. So, let's roll in Yoda. Let's pay the resource. Both 2 focuses. Okay. Well, that's another really awkward thing you see about Yoda. Sorry, Chance Cube. Is the Chance Cube, when you get a Chance Cube early, you have so many resources all the time. But when you don't get a chance cube early, you just feel like you don't ever have resources. If you've built your deck to be like that. Okay, he knows. He knows. Okay, so he might not even be new to this game. He might just be new to, I don't know, new to playing this on TTS, I guess. All right, there we go. He figured it out. Okay, he figured it out eventually. All right, but yes, as I was saying, Chance Cube. If you try, if you put in Chance Cube and you're like, all right, now I'm going to change my deck curve to be more average with what you can get out of Chance Cube. When you don't roll Chance Cube, your deck doesn't work. But then when you do draw a Chance Cube, you still have too many resources, so you should have gone higher. You know, just because I've got Chance Cube in here doesn't mean I want to play like U-Wings or Millennium Falcons or anything like that, because that could just ruin my curve. So having something like Runaway Boombas where I can just put more resources into it over time is good. Wow, he just takes 4 shields. This is how you lose the game as Obimars. Yeah. As soon as he claims, I can use the Ezra special. But yeah, you need to do damage as Obimars because Obimars is, you know, an aggro deck, and he's not done. He's done some damage to my Yoda, I guess. He's moving his hand around. Alright, I think he's just reading cards or something. Okay, he's gonna claim. Again. Alright, so I'm gonna Ezra and steal that resource. Alright, then I'm gonna play a second Y-Wing using the resources. I'm gonna roll in both Y-Wings because I can. Oh, both land on special. Wow, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna resolve 2 Y-Wings. Okay, that's 6. Alright, that's 8. Cool. Yeah, that's basically his turn. Blank. Well, that's why I've got Yoda rerolls. So I'm going to do that to go to 3 into 2. Going to do that to get 3 resources. Then I'm going to pay 3 for Runaway Boombas. Roll the Boombas in. Set and roll the Boombas in. There we go. Alright, and then I'm going to use Boomba's ability. Pay 1 for it to roll in a second Boomba's die. That lands on 3. Beautiful. Alright. And then I double focus again to the other 3 and the Ezra plus 2 here. And, yeah, let's just do 6 to the Mars here to kill the Mars because I can, and it makes the maths overall just so much easier. And mostly I just don't want to have to deal with telling him, hey, Mars has an ability. And then I get to do 6 to the Obi-Wan. Alright, there we go. And I've used up all of the Chance Cube resources after doing 2 perfect Chance Cubes. So that worked out really well because I drew Runaway Boombas, and Runaway Boombas was a great... Well, I drew Runaway Boombas and Y-Wings. I drew 9... I played 10 resources that round. That's absolutely ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, you're not going to want to force misdirection. ACX that you might want. Yeah, Chance Cube worked very well now there. They played a hell of a lot more than I played Vandalize. The problem, of course, is that people go for Yoda first nowadays because they've realised that they should be going for Yoda first. And if they're going for Yoda first, then the Chance Cube is very limited in the amount of play it can do. If you don't draw a turn 1 or 2, it can be quite a dead card because you don't want to be discarding to reroll in this deck. And if you're not discarding to reroll, Chance Cube's not worth it. Wow, he rolled max damage. Yep, okay. Because I can into the garbage chute to get rid of both of these. Like, he can still my allies the Force to kill Yoda, but this is basically game over for him. There's no way he can dodge the Y-Wing, the runaway Boombas, and the Airspeeder for a kill here. Oh, I could have just easy pickings. I didn't even look at what was in my hand, I'll be honest. But that's an easy picking, so I could have just played easy pickings instead. Because that also would remove the threes. So that was kind of dumb of me. Not gonna lie. Playing that very, very wrong, but, you know. It's okay. I'll be fine. Alright, and he claims already. So I'm just gonna get to do whatever I want to do now. He has no patience. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, there's a 3, there's a 2. Gonna Yoda special to get a resource into the Y-Wing. Wait. That doesn't kill him. I've made a huge mistake. But I can still kill him with just 6 damage, so there we go. Boom, 6. Dead. GG. Alright, well that wasn't too terrible. Chance Cube worked out very nicely. Gonna keep that there, and alright, gonna reset the board. Alright, so who was it that connected first? Lando, so Lando's up if he wants to play in. If not, then it's Lord Sith. If not, then it's ZBO. So let's see how this works. Alright, let's do that one more time. There's a deck I've been wanting to try on the Stars Destiny DB, but I haven't picked it up yet. Is it on the Stars Destiny DB? I don't even know. But some guy apparently is running Kylo Greedo Stormtrooper. Or something like that. That's kind of ridiculous, and that makes no goddamn sense to me. So I would like to try that out at some point. We'll see. Though, we'll see. Oh, I need to promote him. I've only been doing this for like a year. Alright, grab resources, draw cards. Alright, so, do not want my opening hand. Oh yeah, I've got Vandalize this time instead of Chance Cubes now. Whoops. But it's alright. I'd rather actually play the Fang Fighter than the Headhunter at the start. Especially if I get my battlefield. So. Oh, and a Rally Aid, that's nice. That's the other thing, right? Rally Aid and Chance Cube between them is very likely I'll get one or the other in my opening hand. I think the stats something like 80, 90% or something like that. Oh, he hadn't. This roll was null and void. I didn't even look at it. I thought he was rolling his dice, but no, he was shuffling his deck. Okay, I'm sorry. Slowing down the game there. Alright, here we go now. And he rolls a 3. I roll way more than a 3. I'm taking my battlefield, even though he has Port District. Oh, I'm taking mine anyway. But, oh, I see. So he was going to do like a 3 steps ahead, whilst 3 steps ahead has ambush. And snare, while snare has ambush or something. 3 steps ahead whilst it has ambush is 4 steps ahead. So that's 4 turns instead of 3. That's a large amount of steps. 3 steps ahead, of course, gives me 3 actions for 3 cost. And so 4 steps ahead is 4. Alright, now I know about Thrawn. I know about Thrawn Talzin a lot. So I know that Ezra should have a good chance of stealing resources if he can. And that's what I'm going to try and do, because Thrawn Talzin's kind of resource heavy. Well, he got exactly what he wanted with the god roll, but they landed slightly wrong. So that's unfortunate, because 4 resources, that's a god roll for Thrawn, and that god roll is the equivalent of rolling 2 3s on a Vader, you know? That's a huge thing. Actually, it's probably worth more than that. 4 resources is probably worth way more than 6 damage. What am I even talking about? So yeah, Thrawn can god roll. Oh, he called 1. Whoops. Well, he hits the rally aid. Bye-bye, rally aid. Alright, let's roll out Yoda. Specials. Hey, I got a special. Nice. So I can special to Ezra special to steal a resource off of him. As Talzin Thrawn are very resource dependent. Like generally, if I'm playing as him, oh yeah, he gets shields. If I'm playing as him, I at this point activate Talzin to try and turn a Thrawn to a 2. But okay, he has a pistol. That works. Alright, so I'm going to go Yoda into resource and turn, into resource and turn. I want more resources into steel. I could have gone with... So I could have played Fangfighter and Airspeeder out with just 4 resources, and then I would have been able to use the +2. But I want the extra resource, I think. This Ezra die is showing an extra resource. So if I get that extra resource, I can do some... I can have more resources for later. Alright, and now he can turn something, and he got... That's a pretty good roll. And that's a rise again. Okay, so we're going to make sure he doesn't have resources for that. What's he going to turn? If he doesn't turn the 2 here, he's going to have a problem. Okay, he takes 2 resources. That's fine by me. I'll hit a motive that, recall ranged. And this will make this +2 weaker. Okay, never mind, I didn't hit it. The thing is, hit a motiving a Thrawn die is also not very good. So, but I mean, hitting it for the 2 resources might be more worth it. Because you just don't want to give your opponent resources in this matchup, you know? For resources, there we go. Not bad. Because, of course, the battlefield gives me a resource reduction, so it's only 2 resources for the Fangfighter, and Fangfighter has ambush. So I can play both of these. But he's still going to get his 4 damage off on me and be able to claim this round, but it's fine. Yoda or Ezra? He's going for the Ezra. Okay, he wants to turn off the easy pickings. Yoda's the better choice, though. Yoda's the engine, is the thing. Oh, also landed on 2. Beautiful. 2 2s. Did not want to have to re-roll, discard this runaway boomers, after all. Who's he shielding? He's shielding Talzin. That makes sense. Okay, so in generally you want to shield up Talzin. Blank. Yeah. All right. I'm not re-rolling this 2. This 2 is good. Generally speaking, you want to re-roll the Talzin a lot. You want to shield up the Talzin. Because Talzin's your big playmaker, right? Talzin normally is what, you know, you play your 3 steps ahead or whatever, and you Talzin to action cheat and survive, generally. Okay. And a Z6, good to know. And a Force Illusion, good to know. That's in general, though. However, specifically in this matchup, I'm not sure if that's necessarily true, because Thrawn giving you all those resources can just be so huge. I can ramp up better than them, is the thing. Well, it's your Witch Magic, so it's better for me to claim here. Because then I just get to keep the battlefield and go first next round. It's basically claiming the... it's basically getting a battlefield thing. And I don't know if he does the tech like I do. But I personally, when I'm playing Thrawn Talzin, I like to tech in TIE Fighter. I like TIE Fighter. It removes shields. It can remove all shields on all of opponents' characters. It's got a really good shield side. It also has a 3-for-1, so it's basically as good as Z6, except it doesn't have the reroll power, of course. And I didn't get a vehicle actually to use this weapons factory. That's sad. Double disrupt though. That's nice. That's worth resolving. So of course he's gonna do that. Well, I can roll in Yoda here, and yeah, whichever one did not land on a special, I can caution and Ezra die away. I can caution to shield up. But yeah, the TIE Fighter tech helps out very nicely in against hero vehicles and against mill. All right, don't have a. I have a C-3PO this time. And against hero vehicles, not only do you get to remove all their shields that they sometimes place because of resistance thingy-majig. Resistance thingy-majig, what's that? I don't know what a resistance thingy-majig is. Let's caution. Not resistance. Republic Cruiser, that's the word, Republic Cruiser. They like to use Republic Cruiser now, which does use up shields. I just give them shields. Alright, so he can kill off the Ezra here. That's unfortunate for me. Feel your anger. Feel your anger's not so good though against a Yoda, because Yoda doesn't have blanks. Yeah, because with this, there's no way I can save Ezra. Ezra's gonna die, and there's nothing I can do about it. So might as well not even try. But yeah, not only does it remove the shield stuff, it also means that if your opponent's running Weapons Factory Alpha, which they always are, you know, let's be honest, they're always running Weapons Factory Alpha. Okay. It gives you some resource generation when you claim against your opponent. I think it's a really good tech choice in general. And more people should be playing TIE Fighter in their Thrawn Talzins. Especially when there's also the Rey Ayla decks. And the Rey Ayla decks also do some very significant things. Wait, two. Oh. I counted wrong. But yeah. The Rey Ayla do significant things when it comes to shields as well. Okay. Which means that you know, TIE Fighter still gets a lot of use out of it there. The TIE Fighter special tends to be like 2 damage against stuff like that. And 2 damage is not a bad side at all. Let me run away Boombas for 3. Could use Yoda and do a 3 damage with the flanking if I really wanted to. Not worth it though. And unfortunately, Runaway Boombas is, you know, unreliable at best. Let's just discard reroll all 3 of these. I want to try and get some damage out. Alright, so I get a 3 there, that's fine. Do I want the resource or do I want the discard? I get a resource and I'll turn this to the 2. And I'm not going to use the power action. I'm going to take the resource Fang Fighter and I'm going to save my money. So 3 indirect. Oh, okay, then I'll hit Talzin instead for 4. See, Talzin is still the better choice for me to hit. You know, if he's gonna throw 3 damage into a Talzin like that, then I'm gonna throw my other 4 in, so I do 7 damage to Talzin instead of split it. You know, because Talzin is still a really good choice to hit, especially since, as we've said before, she's the playmaker. Don't have the Ezra anymore, so easy picking's not a good card anymore. Let's dive into the garbage chute though, which might be necessary. If he's going to call 1 again, though, he's going to hit the garbage chute. And it looks like he wants to call 1 pretty much every time to hit my rallies. That's another card I could include in this deck. Instead of like the chance cubes and stuff, I could include Force Illusion. Force Illusion is an incredibly good card. But this deck tends to go later, so... Okay, he calls 3, so he's going to hit either the Boombas or the Y-Wing. If I was him, I'd hit the Boombas, honestly. But then again, Y-Wing, Y-Wing's easy to make it work. But Boomers gives me a lot more resource control. Allows me to spend my excess resources very efficiently. Which can make things very awkward for him. But Y-Wing is 4 damage for 3 cost, whereas Boomers is best case scenario 3 damage for 3 cost, so. Let's throw out Yoda. Get some specials, nice. I got a shield, not so great. Gonna isolate, remove the special, makes sense. That's another thing, of course. Talzin, there's plenty of spot blue in the deck. Fang Fighter gets the shield side. Gets a 2, and he looks into the future. Law and Order. Oh, okay, well, good thing I don't have an upgrade. What's he going to turn to the 2? That? Or that? Turns out to the +2, then he's weak to the single die removal. Turn it to 2 resources. Interesting. He wants resources. Okay. Hey, landed on the 3. That's beautiful. Just doing 3 damage every time. I know it's indirect, but it's still good damage. I should be turning off my HUD more. Okay, Force Illusion. It's fine by me. It's a good card. That's how the cookie crumbles. He's got 1, I don't. That's another card I actually couldn't get in the when I bought my cards. Force Illusions were also out of stock, which was strange because they're not even dice cards. But I guess they're just used so much. That was the Yoda, I think. I was not paying attention. Alright, roll out my 4th die. Another shield. I assume he's taking his 3 resources now. Either that or he's taking 2 and he's going to focus. To 4 damage, which I'll remove. Because I still have that resource left. I don't know why my mouse just went back there like that, but okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll roll out the runaway, the rookie pilot now then, since he didn't, and discard. Since he used up one of his dice, that means he doesn't have 2 for the 4 damage. So I know he's got a Rise Again in hand, which makes things slightly awkward there. Let's discard this easy pickings. It's a completely worthless card to me. Let's reroll these 4 dice. All right. That's some significant damage. If he doesn't have removal for it. He's going to reroll. I mean, he can do. He has time for it. I'm going to just go ahead and do 5 indirect. And we'll see what he wants to do with that. Does he want to burn 3 on a Force Illusion or not? Is he going to stick it all on Thrawn? Okay, he's going to stick it all on Thrawn. This means if I can get a Fang Fighter 2 or a 3, I kill the Thrawn. Which is worth it. So that's probably what I'm going to go for here. I've got 2 chances at it, and Yoda has great removal, let's be honest. Ooh, he's this guy in the Feel Your Anger. Ah, he gets the Disrupt. Alright, well, I better use it now to get another Boomer die in to the pool. Hey, another 2. Alright, discard and reroll these 2 dice. Why did I discard that one and not the caution? I don't know. I can take the resource, I can go to 6 indirect here, or I can just kill off the throne. How much health does he have? He has 3. We'll count that as 3, so 6. Wait, yeah, no. He's got 6, 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. I do 6, 10. So yeah, he's fine. I was gonna say because I could take the resource, toss in another 3 here, and focus to the 3, focus to the 2 3s. This actually has a 3 side, so doing this is the same amount of damage. Either way, the difference is I actually do get to direct the damage. So yeah, that was pointless thinking, pointless waste of thinking time. So 3 indirect. He's gonna use it. He's gonna use the 4 solution. Okay, I'm surprised at that, honestly. I mean, I know Law and Order's terrible, but he was gonna get a rise, but he can get a rise again off. Oh, I guess maybe he's want to try and get more. He already has a riot control and a rocket launcher. But, I mean, he could have definitely taken the 2 damage there, because that gives him 1 extra heal in total. I think that would have been worth it for him. Hey, there's my other rally aid. And the Vandalize, that would otherwise be a chance cube. Good to remember, good to remember. Because I can Vandalize that DH-17 if I need to. Vandalize for 1 on a Force Illusion is pretty damn good as well. There's a lot of situations Vandalize is good. I'm just not sure this deck uses those situations effectively. What's he getting out? The rocket launcher or the other riot control baton? I'd get out the rocket launcher if I was him. Because, I mean, okay, so the riot baton is very reliable, but so is the rocket launcher. And the rocket launcher is another base side for your DH-17. And there's a 4 for one side instead of a 3 for one, which makes your tactical mastery plays way more powerful. So, I would have taken the rocket launcher. Also, it blows up the vehicles. All-in, so that's another 1 cost. Good to know that he has an all-in. Is that going to a +2 or something? Because, yeah, I definitely made a mistake here with discarding my Into the Garbage Chute, let's be honest. Okay, why don't you do the rerolls before you do the Mother Talzin, man? I mean, you can choose the order, but no one would do that other order. Alright, so let's Vandalize for 1, let's do that, let's discard the Yoda die. That's a good point, Wado's Tactical Mastery is Spot Red, however, 3 steps ahead is not Spot Red, which still is a big playmaker. And he was playing the Port District Bespin, which whilst you control the battlefield, 3 cost cards have Ambush, which is very useful with 3 steps ahead, because that gives you 4. instead of 3. Alright, 6 damage is enough. Okay. I was going to say, 6 damage is enough to kill the Yoda. I'd have to resolve the shield. Alright, let's roll out the Fang Fighter here, because I want to roll out this rookie pilot as quickly as possible. There you go, land on the bank. Perfect chance for me to roll out the rookie pilot, so I can caution the Yoda to survive. But then again, rookie pilot just landed on a +2. Like, that's good, you know. Another 2. We might have like an intimidate or something. Let's be honest here. I'm going to keep that die out for as long as possible, and then if I kill, I win. So I don't need to use up my caution for a while. I don't need to. Otherwise, I'm eventually burning this on the Yoda. Otherwise, I'm burning Yoda die to keep Yoda alive. Is Yoda die worth it, or is +2 or is 2 damage from the rookie pilot worth it? I mean, that Yoda die represents potentially up to 3 damage and a resource. And that resource, I think, is too huge because that gets me a Y-Wing out or something. So I'll caution. If he gets 4 resources before you kill him, you're barred RNG, says Wado. Yeah, that's fair. But at the same time, I don't want to leave the game up to RNG, you know? And also, yeah, no, I am actually just... let's discard. Let's reroll these 4 dice. Hey, there's a Yoda. Special. Special gets me a resource and allows me to turn, I guess, the Boombas to a 3, because I might as well. And then I can Rally Aid to play the Y-Wing out for just the 1. Rally Aid's still good. But yeah, if he has... I use Mobilize to disrupt. That sucks. Alright. I'm still going to survive till next turn, at least. But yeah, I play Mobilize in my Thrawn Talzin. And that makes it a lot easier to get to that 4 resource swing. Or even 5 resources. I mean, he's already spent 5 resources on a Rise Again already. I never play Rise Again when I play Thrawn Talzin, pretty much. Even though I have it in the deck, I don't know. People go for Thrawn, and that's just a mistake generally. I mean, I've gone for Thrawn this time, but that's because I know I can outramp him. Got my other into the garbage chute, okay. Don't really want to spend the resources, though. Alright. Cool, so Yoda's gonna survive this. Because Into the Garbage Chute's really good. Boop, and... boop, yep. I was thinking for a while, you know, I remove the 2 and then it's mixed damage, and then that speeds me up in comparison, but I'm so slow that it doesn't even matter. And this is why you're supposed to shoot Yoda last turn. I know, I make that mistake all the time as well. My opponent cautions, I'm like, oh, I don't want to attack Yoda then. Like, why would I attack Yoda? I've got Frightens in my deck. I've got Intimidates in my deck. Sometimes I don't know. I don't have either of those in that deck. I use, as I've said before, I specifically do use the what do you call it? I use the TIE Fighter for that instead. Alright, cool. So it removes both characters. I figured he'd have the removal for it, but I wanted to be sure, you know. Let's play the R2-D2. And there's a very low chance he survives. Alright, R2-D2, roll out. Boom, GG. Alright, so that worked out pretty nicely here. Yeah. But he probably doesn't play TIE Fighters in his deck. I strongly urge everyone who plays Thrawn Talzin to be putting at least a TIE Fighter in their deck. Anyway, gonna reset the stat now. Get Lord Sith in here. I'll promote him now whilst it enters my brain cells. We'll reset to play a game. I'm gonna play this deck one more time, and then we're gonna move on to something different for the other hour and a half. By something different, probably my AAR. Might play some fun games. But you know, I need to get as many reps in this as possible. So. You'll find something. If you find like the ultimate brew just before Worlds, let me know, man, because it's getting close to the time where I can't buy cards anymore. And I'm gonna have to, you know. Oh wow. Calling good luck to Lord Sith only. Yeah. That's weird that hovered. But yeah, we're getting to that point now. So. Yeah, Watto. I make the mistake so often as Thrawn Talzin that when I just don't remember what was in my opponent's hand, and that sucks because you should remember what's in your opponent's hand. And I'm just really bad at that. Honestly, I have no removal. I'm okay with this hand. I have no removal, but I'm okay with all 5 of these cards. I have a Ralliate and an R2-D2, and then 3 vehicles. What is there not to love about this? TIE Fighter is slow, Watto, but I have TIE Fighter in there specifically because it beats out the vehicles. You're still faster than vehicles. I got a 3. Okay, so he wins that. You're still faster than vehicles, right? Generally. And you're still generally going to be faster than many mill decks as well. And as I've said before, against a vehicle deck specifically, you can start claiming Weapons Factory Alpha, and you have something to use Weapons Factory Alpha on, which is which cannot be understated at how useful that is as a thing. The ability to actually use that resource that you get every turn. Disrupt and a +2. Not great roll there, but it's okay. And if the TIE Fighter is, you know, ranged and you've got nothing but ranged upgrades on there, you know, you're spending the resource anyway to resolve melee, so it's not that slow in comparison. But yeah, you're right. TIE Fighter is slow, but not super slow. Against the matchups it works well in, it's a good card to have. And in the matchups it doesn't work well in, well, you don't need to play him. Although I still would. I mean, here's the thing, right? It still has effectively redeploy because it is a support, you know? Not great. It still effectively has redeploy because it's a support, and that is huge. For Thrawn, one thing I have a problem with Thrawn as well. All right, so against the Boba 7th matchup, you can enter a situation where you have Thrawn, where you have Talzin die, and then it's a 1 versus 1 Boba versus Thrawn, right? Or it's a 1 versus 1 Seventh Sister versus Thrawn, right? And in that situation, you want the vehicle because you can easily fill up on Thrawn on upgrades here, but they can easily remove 2 dice per turn. So you want that 4th dice. You want that 4th vehicle dice in order to survive. So it just helps in that matchup as well, you know. And you've not got a good matchup against Boba 7th as is. You've got not a great matchup against Mill, and vehicles is probably going to be one of the most common decks you're going to face against. So it helps in all 3 of those matchups. It doesn't help in most other matchups, but it helps in the 3 that I think are the most important in the game. Like Sabine, Ezra, TIE Fighter's not going to do anything for, you know? Sabine, Obi-Wan Mars, yeah, it's not going to really help. Rey Ayla can still work against Rey Ayla. Absolutely can do that. Yeah. it absolutely can still work against Rayla. I forgot about mentioning that one. That's very useful for dealing with that stuff. I mean, it's not amazing, you know. You're only going to usually hit 2 shields per turn with that, but that's still at a 2. That's still not bad. That means that the TIE Fighter has 2 damage sides on it, and that's not bad, you know. Um, all right, so I can do some R2D2 shenanigans here. 3 damage to the Yoda. All right, but it cost him a resource to do it, so that's fine by me. So I'm going to use R2D2 to draw a card and turn the Yoda die. I'm going to use the Yoda to get a resource and turn to the Ezra die, and then I'm going to use Ezra to steal the resource. And there we go. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn a card because that makes the rally aid a bit more awkward. But hey, now I've got a card to discard with. Oh! I should have played Airspeeder last turn. Okay, so he's still got moves to make, which is good for me. He's still got moves to make, which is very good for me. Okay, play the Airspeeder. All right, so I just realized something there. If he claims, I don't get to use the resource cost reduction, so better use my vehicle now, you know, before I lose the battlefield. All right, he's gonna start passing, sure. Rally for 1. Aladdin. Blank. I don't know why he's still just holding this 2 damage out. Is this because he has a Lothcat? So he's still passing. But yeah, it's one of those things where TIE Fighter isn't a great card in most matchups, but it just so happens to be good in all of the matchups that are important in this meta. Which is a funny thing. That reroll these 2, keep the Yoda dual focus. What is he constantly passing for? I really don't know. Rally aid. I hit the Airspeeder for free Airspeeder. Nice. I will say as well, this deck is far less stressful in general than not stressful, but far easier to play, I feel, than the Akbar Padawan Ayla. Okay, so it was a Lothcat. That's fine by me. Let's just shoot 4 into the... You know, let's throw it into the Han because I don't want to deal with easy pickings. And then he can claim. That's fine, and I'll take the resource. Then we start the new round. Oh. But yeah. Akbar Ayla Padawan is actually really hard to play. Because you have to care about tempo. This deck, it's great. You don't have to care about tempo at all. I talk about tempo a lot, but I don't think I've ever really given a definition for it. Tempo is a chess term. Well, I know it from chess at any rate. And the idea is how many turns ahead you are over your opponent. So, for example, he played C-3PO and activated it. That's 2 turns of tempo, right? But he only got 1 dice out there, so is that really 2 turns of tempo? Hard to say. But generally, the order of things matters very heavily. So when I'm like, I'm down on tempo, I'm really saying, I'm not saying that I've taken less actions than my opponent. What I'm saying is my opponent has more effective actions than me to kill me, right? It's like, oh, I need 2 turns to survive this, rather than, oh, I need 8 or whatever, you know? What am I saying? I need 2 turns to survive this rather than the characters... No, what am I saying? I'm saying Oh no, he has two different sources of damage and I can only remove one at a time. I'm down on tempo and either one of those kills my character. Oh no, you know, it's that sort of thing. That's tempo. I'm not explaining this very well. I thought I would explain the concept well. I'm not explaining it well because it's not true tempo. It's not how many effective turns you are ahead. It's just how many turns you are ahead before you kill someone, really. But I guess it still works. It still works. I'm going to keep calling it tempo. Because I know what I mean, and that's what's important, right? Alright, well, he can do a lot of discards. I landed on 2 anyway. Yeah, he's doing a lot of discards. I hope he's happy about that. Yeah. Just gonna roll on the other air speeder, you know? I just need to use the... 2, nice. Just need to use the hidden motive when his Poe rolls out, I guess. And then I've got all vehicles in my hand, and that's gonna be great. I'm used to seeing, though, Han Poe have upgrades out at this point, and he has not had upgrades out yet. Ranged. Maybe I should have called focus, because focus would be the most deadly option for me there. But I called ranged. Does he do the double discard? He does the double discard. Lose the fanfighter and the headhunter. I'm gonna ralliate, and I'm gonna hit the other Y-wing. Thing is, he doesn't have the resource for the other two for one on Han. Generally, what he did at the start is he rolled out and he got resource. He got a good resource start, and he didn't take the resources. He probably should have taken the resources. You want to take resources a lot with decks like that. Well, you have to have Tay sides. Of course, then again, I disrupt them with my 2 disrupt there and my Ezra being an Ezra. Three into the Yoda. Alright. Well, I'm going to play the Fang Fight of 3 then. And roll him in. And a 3. Nice. Can I kill him this turn? 7, 11... So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's not a kill this turn. He has way too much max health for that still. But it's a lot of damage. Shield. Okay. The Poe can turn one of my die to any side, and turning that double focus will be a big deal. So, because then I won't be able to actually activate this use this Y-wing for this turn. He was looking at my other die, and I was like, "What are you doing?" That stops. That stops like 6 damage right there, so that's pretty huge. So let's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, I do get to kill Han with this at least. Probably should have put the shield on Han, and then he would have been fine. That is any character, right? Yeah, give character 1 shield. I hope he doesn't think, why did you tell me to turn that die when I don't get to do anything with it? Oh wait, I can roll out the rookie pilot. I didn't use rookie pilot yet. Oh, there we go. Here's another 4 damage. Ah! I've got to remember not to have that issue when I'm playing Worlds. That would be very bad. Draw 5. Hey, there's a flanking maneuver. So I can flank him for 5, and that's basically a game. So that's pretty good. I can also enter the garbage chute. He still hasn't got any weapons out, and if he doesn't have weapons out, he can't kill me. So, yeah, just gonna roll out the Yoda here. Oh, there we go. Special and a double focus. That's beautiful to see. What's he gonna do? Because here I can take the resources, play the headhunter, roll out my 6 dice, and then still flanking. He just doesn't have the damage output to actually kill me without having weapons up. He has 4 max damage with the two 2s on Poe. That's just not good enough. Yeah, he's definitely dead this turn. Unless he has a ton of removal, he's dead this turn. He's gonna feel medic. Alright. That's not enough of a ton of removal. So Yoda, get a resource, turn to die to Ezra, Ezra steal a resource. And I have 4 resources. This is just gonna kill him. I don't even need the flanking to kill him, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, just from these 4 dice alone, I have 11 damage. Oop, change the camera. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 max damage, you know. And I've got a decent chance of getting most of that with that double focus. But oh, he passed. Okay. I could go for the YOLO Ralliate, but there's no need to. So let's just start rolling. Of course, every die that he removes, is 1 more damage output. 1 more piece of damage I don't get out of flanking maneuver. So that's something to note. Doing a lot of passing. Can't spot yellow, mate. Easy Pickings, not a great card. Well, okay, no. Easy Pickings is a fantastic card, but not great when you can't spot a yellow. It's just a wasted card otherwise. So he's going to discard and reroll instead. Because it is a completely wasted card. Might as well take the 1 extra damage output of it. Discard the second chance, because that's also a yellow only. Could start discarding cards to reroll here. I'll rookie part first, just for maximum damage output. Go for that. Hey, another 2. That's pretty good. It looks like he doesn't have removal, so I'll do that. I'll do some discarding for rerolls. Yeah, no, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 1 off lethal right there. I god rolled. It's pretty good. Just, yeah, take your shield and turn 1 of my dice. Go ahead. Because I still have this double focus. Oh yeah, I have 12 damage because of the Ezra. Huh, funny. Alright, cool. Discard this, reroll. Oh look, land on 2 again. Aw, I'm gonna rally aid. Okay, hit flanking. Alright, so Z6, roll that out. Boom. Then I'll flanking. wanted a flanking for 7. I have this card in my deck for a reason, damn it. I just so often win whilst I've still got that card in my hand before I play it. For 6, actually, not 7. Lord Simoth Emotic is an LSE. Okay. I would actually have 2. Yeah. It would have only been for 6. Not as cool. But 6 is still good. 2 cost 6. I'll definitely take it. Oh, I'm going to reset the board. Can you play? I don't. Okay, I don't really get that question, but sure. I want to practice. I actually do want to practice against Hondo with it more. Because I thought this deck was supposed to beat Hondos easily, but then I didn't win against a Hondo easily. Alright, what is this new Hondo you've got going for you? Ooh, profitable connection. That's already interesting. Ooh, villains. So, alright. I see. Villain Hondo. Interesting. Do not want, do not want, do not want. I'll keep the overconfidence, sure. I still didn't change out Vandalize. Chance or pin down, or negotiate, or sabotage, or any of the other million of things I could do with. However, Hondo's not very good at battlefield rolling, and I beat you. So there we go, mine. Although I will say, if I could just every single turn, you know, Emperor's Throne Room, claim, wiring, that'd be funny, but not effective. He gets a Hondo special and a double disrupt. That disrupt hurts, so I'm going to play the Fangfighter for 2, and then play the Yoda out. I wanted the ambush specifically because I wanted to be able to Ezra if I needed to. The seal resources. Blank. But Yoda didn't roll specials, which sucks. And he pays for his resources now. For an heirloom, okay. Another blank. But hey, that's a 2. So that's something. Alright, so heirloom for 2. The 2 works. Alright, 5 Ranunculus. Alright, this is all still making relative sense. Let's melee it up. That did not land. Reroll that. That did not land properly. Alright, there you go. I am so helpful. Alright, so let's try and get actual sides on these Yoda dice. I got A special. That works. Although this Hondo 2 Disrupt is still absolutely a thing. Oh, he's re-rolling it. Perfect. Oh, they landed the exact same. That's annoying. I don't want that Disrupt to exist, so I'm going to take a single resource here and say, hey, do you wanna... Eh? Oh, he hit the Y-Wing anyway. Okay. I was trying to maximize resource gain out of this, and that didn't really work out. I can have a confidence here, and that'll remove one of the 2 dice, but neither of those dice are particularly threatening. I mean, I might as well. Then I'll remove that one. There we go. Now I can use Yoda and Ezra to take the resources as my heart desires. No, he used the resource. He used the goddamn resource. That's just mean. All right, resource change. Resource change to the Yoda to the Ezra resource because I need so many resources against Hondos. Could always have a he doesn't like you. Got to be aware of that as well because he's a villain and villains have that card. Alright, resource, shield, and 2 damage to the Hondo, I guess. Talzin's definitely the scarier threat than Hondo, but I'm killing Hondo anyway because he's already got 13 effective health on that Talzin compared to the 10 on the Hondo. And Hondo can still disrupt me. And that's just mean, you know? Alright, well, I'll be giving him a resource with that special. Which means he'll have the resources to actually play something on Talzin. I see how this goes. Nah, I didn't roll anything on Yoda, really. Yeah, there's the Vibronucleus. Alright, so I see how this rolls. This all is making sense. But I do have an into the garbage chute. Although he does have a double disrupt. So yeah, into the garbage chute, pay 1, boom, remove the 2 die. So he has a triple discard here, and he's probably just going to resolve that. So what does he hit? He hits all 3 of the good cards. I needed one of those 3. Rest is not so good. Okay. He's gonna Witch Magic for 2. Oh, he does actually only heal 2 as well, so it's good to know that he has a 4 solution and stuff, and he does get to use up the resource. So I could do 5 damage here with this Yoda thing, but I'm gonna do... Could do 7 in total. Seven instead of 5, it's not that great. Yep, I'll let him claim. I will take a resource and turn this to the +2, and I will do 6 to the Hondo. Yeah, I still manage to do good damage even when I don't have good many dice left. And that's a double Vandalize. Now remember, these would be chance cubes otherwise, and I think I prefer having them as Vandalizers right now. I have easy pickings as well. I could potentially hit something. Reroll that. Okay, well, there's nothing to easy pickings. Going for the 2 discard. Oh, he's milling me. Alright. Better get this out of the way then whilst I can. That's a good resource sink right there, that Boombas. Okay. Everything except single vandalize. Well, 1. Still, 2 damage is good damage. So I could vandalize that damage. Could use that damage for vandalize. Like, vandalizing the Vibro Knuckles might be a good choice if he's trying to blink and mill me to death. But I think I can just kill people, you know? But I do know he has a Force Illusion in hand. I mean, if he's talking to me, it's a funny joke. If not, well... I mean, it's still a good compliment. Do I want to vandalize? I can vandalize the heirloom, right, which saves me 3 damage. Because he's got the focus there. But as it stands, I can do some very significant damage. Significant enough that... Okay, he's going to Witch Magic. I was going to say, significantly enough that I don't think he could even... Oh, he also has a he doesn't like you. Gotta remember about that. Do I want to vandalize the heirloom, or would I vandalize the Vibro Knuckles anyway? I don't know what I'd vandalize. The Vibro Knuckles is providing a lot of power against me, though. Deck thinning wise, you know? Could steal that resource with Yoda. Yeah. So my other line of thinking here... is that I can use Yoda to discard off the top of his deck. Which would discard the coercion. Which would be pretty good. Yeah, I'll pay 1 to Boombas. Double blanks, okay. You can discard the Vandalize though to reroll, and that would be kind of useful as well. I am worried about this Vibro Knuckles though, every turn just discarding 3 from my hand. That feels really bad. Like, I'm a mill deck, I'm susceptible to that stuff. I'm going to discard the Vandalize and I'm going to reroll. Handful of basically nothing. But I mean, that double focus would be good if it went for the He Doesn't Like You. Which I knew was coming. Do I discard the coercion? I think I do. But at the same time, actually, he would have just popped Force Illusion anyway. You know, that might not be necessarily that big of a deal. He would have just popped Force Illusion anyway. Oh yeah, he has overconfidence as well. I should have remembered that with the witch magic that he has. That. Well, I'll go for the final discard, sure. He was the other he doesn't like. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. At least. And it's worth claiming. So yeah, I wouldn't have actually popped the Force Illusion in the first place, so it's fine. Draw 5. Okay, so you see, this is why I didn't want coercion, because into the garbage chute or flanking maneuver would have been a big, big deal. Hey, get an Ezra special naturally. That's nice. And I've got a Rally Aid here as well, which might help. I don't know. Force throw. That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. There's not much I can do about that, but hey, Yoda specials. Those are things. What's he going to put to? Is he going to put the Force Illusion to the special? Okay, that's what he's going to do then. He doesn't have a very effective set here. He doesn't have a very effective Viro Knife here, and this Force Throw can be very brutal. A swing of 6. And I guess he can always discard to reroll. But he's only got 12 cards left in his deck. So I could potentially just start milling him. I'm gonna get discard 2 from top. Maybe I can mill. Oh god, that landed on the 3. Alright, I guess I've got it into the garbage chute then. And he's gonna be able to mill me for the last 2. You know, he can mill me better than I can mill him, let's be honest. Things are not looking great for me. Kind of needed that Y-Wing because the Y-Wing is kind of immune to the Force Throw. I think overall I've played against this deck pretty wrong. Oh god, now he's doing a double disrupt. So I'm paying 1 for the Boombas to roll it in. But at least I managed to use up one of my resources from the Hondo. I mean, that's a 3. That's good. Yeah, have it as discard 2. I could have had it as 2 ranged, but I'll have it as 2 discard. And then I'll do 3 to the Hondo, and we'll see if he wants to Force Illusion that. Probably not. Alright. I'm making things scary for him, at least. Like, he can definitely mill me very effectively. There's not much I can do about that. But if I can keep up the mill myself, I don't know. Things get weird. I mean, Vibro Knuckle is better at milling in general, especially when he just rolls it naturally. Yeah, Yoda's dead and I can't do anything about it, and then all my mill is gone. This wasn't a good choice. It was not a good choice to start discarding from the top of his deck. At all. Like, I could have done like 6 damage instead. That would have been well more worth it. I played this matchup very wrong. Alright, discard 3. Although I will say losing all 3 of my vehicles early was horrible. I don't want to ever have to repeat that experience. Let's steal the last resource off of him. He could go for another kill if I don't leave my resources open, so I'll rally out here. Hey, hit the airspeeder, good. So I hit what I wanted to hit, and I don't use up any of my resources because I kind of need to give him a resource. Because otherwise he can probably do 3, 6, 7, 8 damage. He can probably kill someone else. So I finally got out my 3rd vehicle. Or my 3rd support, I should say. Yeah, I've definitely played this matchup very wrong. There's another discard side. Alright, fine, I'll play the other runaway Boombas. But I'm going to get milled to death. There's nothing I can really do about that. And he can still use that focus to turn that back into a 2. Because those Yoda specials could have easily been either Yoda shields or better extra damages. Like, could definitely have turn those extra dice and more damages, you know? I need to roll out, but once I roll out, I take damage, you know? And I'm in danger of dying. I like the deck. I like his deck. It seems fun. It's got some very good stuff to it. Alright, it's not what I'm not sure if it's what I call a winning type of deck, but you know, it's good. I can do a double discard if I want to, but he's gonna be able to do the discards first. I'll actually this is way more effective. Do this to go to a +2 and a 2 and threaten to kill Hondo. He's probably going to kill off Hondo here, but if he doesn't, then he loses 4 cards off the top of his deck for a 4 solution. So he really should be letting Hondo die. If he lets Hondo die, that's fine, he wins the game. Because Talzin can win this on her own. Otherwise, there's a very small chance I lose. Yeah. Otherwise, there's a very small chance that I'm able to make a comeback by milling him, because he'll have no cards left in the deck, and that means Talzin can't use her ability. That's a really big deal. Special on the 4-star again. And that's a double discard. Actually, I should have called melee. Because he had a 50% chance of rolling melee, but I did not want it to hit discard again. This is why he's having to discard cards from his hand for it. I have no way of dealing with the deck, you see, either. So at this situation, it's now definitely an millable situation. And this is potentially just a I kill you situation, so that's fun. GG. Should have tried to kill off the Talzin or the Hondo or something. I had the cards on the table for it. The dice on the table for it. But... Alright, Nas says he has a good new deck. Alright. Well, I stole this deck off of him, so, you know, he's got potential. What do I want to play? What do I want to play? You know, where was that? Where was the... where's my... Let's just play a Thrawn Talzin. Where's my Thrawn Talzin? There it is. Alright, cool. 2 characters. Let's just play Thrawn Talzin. I'm playing Talzin with villain cards. What a surprise! The heck is this? Oh, okay, Rose's elite at least. Okay. This looks like a worse Yoda wedge. I don't know. We'll find out. Not gonna need the early rise. Might need the early force illusion at this point. Rocket launcher, yes. Imperial discipline, sure. Overconfidence, yeah. I'll keep that. I will toss away the force illusion. Imperial discipline is good here as a way of, you know, getting resources off of Thrawn. 4 to his way more than that. 5. Alright, so I can get a rocket launcher out, and that might just ruin all of his plans forever. So we'll see how that works. But I mean, he gets a lot of resources with the Rose and stuff. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to call 3. Yeah, I get double resource. Nice. Alright, so I hit the Fang Fighter. He's still got a Falcon, Rally Aid, and a Fang. Okay. So he's probably going to get the Falcon off this round. Might either that or he's going to flank the 2 resources. Gonna flank the 2. But I can blow up his Falcon turn 1. That's pretty effective. But he's got a good amount of indirect damage, which is very scary. Let's be honest here. Discard the Falcon because of that. Nice. Okay. Alright, so I can either destroy the airspeeder, which saves me 2 damage this turn, and most turns, or I can just go ahead and try and just do the damage I need to do on Rose. Let's do the damage on Rose. That's a cool thing about Rocket Launcher. It does more than one thing. Fantastic. And I lose the riot control baton. That's fine, though. That's fine. So let's pay the 1. Let's do 2 to here and 2 to the other guy. Although considering what my health is like, maybe I should have destroyed it. I don't know. My health seems to be pretty bad. I mean, if that wedge ever rolls that +3, we've got problems, right? I'm okay with keeping these. Yeah, sure. I can roll out and kill Rose here if I wanted to. Let's roll out Thrawn though first. And I'm going to call 1. Want to hit his removal here. Tech Team, Airspeeder, C-3PO. Yeah, I'll be hitting the C-3PO definitely. Alright, so he's got another Y-Wing. So he's got a Y-Wing and another bomber. That's worrying. Resource and a disrupt. Okay. Might be worth pulling out the Tactical Mastery for this then. Yep, so I'll Tactical Mastery. And then on top, Force Illusion. Cool. So 4, boom, boom. Yep. Alright, so I killed Rose. So 1 character down already. Pretty good, considering. I'm not in the best position at the moment. I just go 5 resources. I think I just go 5 resources here. 5 resources, let's go. He's going to be able to play out the Y-Wing, I guess. Probably. I mean, I don't know. So here's the problem with his deck, right? Once Rose dies, if I get to kill Rose off very early, which I did, then he's got a problem with his resources because he didn't play Rally Aid either. This could make things very awkward for him. Yeah, let's switch magic for 3. Right, control baton, force wave, force illusion. Good to know. So I do want to have 2 cards left in my hand at the end of this turn so I can get that force wave. But then again, I'm only hitting 2 people now. That's not as utterly fantastic as you first look at. All right, let's just keep passing. See what the lay of the land's like. All right, let's overconfidence. Let's overconfidence both of these. All I want to do really is remove one of the dice. Yeah, because Wedge can always turn the other one to whatever he wants, so it's not that big of a deal. And then I just claim. Alright. I'll discard the snare. It's not very useful against this deck. Draw 5. Alright. I know he still has a Y-Wing, so I'm calling 3. Oh, and he doesn't have any other vehicles this round. Ouch. Not a good set for him. Might as well use up his flank. Oh, he doesn't flank. Okay. One disrupt, alright. Wedge sucks, yep. That might get him the vehicle he needs. Let's be careful about that. Honestly, do I want Force Wave or do I want Reactor Baton? Force Wave is 5 to them and like 1 to me, so it's probably worth it. I'm in the awkward situation where I don't have the resources to fuel everything right now. Like, because it's a resource to use the rocket launcher, it's a resource to use the Force Wave. Little awkward. What up, Jokergification? Jokergification. 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 Yes, hello. Did he do anything with his turn? Oh, he oh, he disrupted me. Okay, that makes sense. The top card on my deck, and it's 3 steps ahead. That's cool. All right, and I will use that to turn the heirloom to a 3. All right, there goes a flank. Removes the 4. Okay, that's fine with me because then I don't have to pay money. Yeah. Doing direct. Boom. Now, what he should want to do potentially is kill off his Jeddah as soon as possible so I Force Wave kills me or something? I don't know. He has ideas or something, I guess. A resource, alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna go 3 into the Wedge's face. Because I can. And he doesn't have resources this round. Resources? I mean, vehicles this round. And yeah, I'm just gonna do it again. He's gonna draw 2 cards, hopes he gets something. Alright. See, I could have killed off the Jeddah Partisan, but then that would ruin my own Force Wave plays, you know? Okay, so he finally gets out something like a C-3PO. Alright, that's useful. I'm gonna play Force Illusion in case he gets a good set of indirect off. Oh, and he gets another heal. Alright, cool. I'm gonna claim so he doesn't get the resource off of that. And now you can do things. You can do up to 5 indirect if you wanted to. He's gonna draw 2 more cards. Okay. That's true. He has two resources, so he could have played a 3-cost, like allowing. Okay, he's going to pay 1 to turn those. Yep, sure. I lose my 3 steps ahead. Sad, sad. I really don't need this right control baton. Hey, there's Tactical Mastery. And there's my 1-2 cost. I need to get rid of this. This is not good. Not a good card anymore. Thought it was a good card. It's not a good card. So let's just roll out Thorn. Let's see what's in his hand. 3. Because I need to just get rid of his vehicles as much as possible. Nope, no vehicles. Alright, but he does have a... Okay. He has easy pickings, a pin down, and a garbage chute. Alright. So he has a lot of removal here. Good to know. I've managed to... I really like having Imperial Discipline, though. Just... I can do a true resource every turn. This is so beautiful. Alright, so let's Tactical Mastery for 1. Let's roll in Talzin. Okay. To put this to the 4. And let's resolve 5. Resolve 4 there, and 1 there. Because I just don't want to overkill with this Force Wave, you know? He can easy pickings the 2 there, but I'm giving that to him, basically. I was perfectly okay with that, because that doesn't help him against the more immediate threat of the Force Wave. Pin down does, though. I kind of forgot about pin down. But I can now play Kylo Ren Starfighter for 2. And I don't even remember what was in his hand. That's okay, because I rolled ranged. And now he's like, I don't know what to do anymore. Because that kills Jeddah. It's rolling good damage, though. Kill off the Jeddah. But I will say, I'm getting to a very scary point where Talzin might die. So I'm going to focus for the resource here. Okay, he only rolled a 2. Good. Because I really need spell removal to work out for me. Oh, he did actually get the kill off me on me. Fuck. That's a problem. But it's fine. I've got the Kylo Ren Starfighter. It's gonna be difficult. Double blanks. Okay. I mean, he can't really activate the modified HWK anymore because then it just kills him. But I mean, if he just keeps removing this 1 damage die every turn, that's why I've got 2, you know? That's why I've got the Kylo Ren Starfighter, you know? And actually, I could have played that for 1 less because of Weapons Factory Alpha. And there's the Rise Against, great. Okay, Callus's bow rifle actually is really nice here. Because it has a base side. Yeah. Discard that, play that for 2, and then roll out Thrawn. And I'm gonna probably call 1, so I don't get removed. Ew. Double into the garbage chute and a pin down. I'm getting rid of the pin down. He's got double into the garbage chute. He's probably going to win this turn unless I... I need to do 3 damage. That's not easy with what I've got. That's really not easy with what I've got. There we go. So he can into the garbage chute that if he wanted. He doesn't. Alright, I'll do 2. I might be a bit greedy of him. But I will say, oh my god, could you please roll a blank for my Feel Your Anger sometime? You know? That'd be helpful. But anyway, I'm going to Imperial Discipline to turn this to a 2, so he has to into the garbage chute to survive. Oh, yeah, because this is ranged, so he has to into the garbage chute to survive. Which taps the wedge. Which means that now I just need to roll a single damage on this thing. There we go, there's a 3, that's a game. GG. Should have removed 2 dice, then impossible for you to die. But you decided to be... Yoda High Gun and Harrow. Alright, enjoy, man. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good. But okay, he can have that. He can have that. Alright, and it's half past midnight, so it looks like I've probably got time for the one more game. If my red 2, 3. I've got 2 characters. If VB Gaming wants to join in, he is perfectly welcome to. So we'll see if he wants to. I'm asking him because I don't want to play the same guy twice. Well, it's not that I don't want to play the same guy twice. It's that new people, yeah, sorry, Sith. New people should get favor over the old in this sort of thing. You know, it's only fair. Alright. Promote. And suddenly 2 people turn up. Grandpa Jake and Epic 117. Sorry, guys. Alright, so I just want to play one last game, and I'm just gonna play my Talzin Unkar. Because I want to have some fun with Talzin Unkar, baby. You guys haven't seen much of this deck. I haven't worked on it since it lost like 3 games in a row because, oh my god, this deck never stands a chance against Boba 7th. Because Boba 7th run a lot of zeros. Unkar hates people who run zeros, you know? But okay, so he's running Ayla Ray. Okay. You know, I might be able to just kill him with Crime Lord plays. So Chance Cube start is always what I want to see. Crystal Ball, also good. Vibro Knife, Vibro Knuckler, not terrible. But in my opening hand, not really. Got some dice. What the heck was that? What was that? What was that? Here, I'll give him some proper Ray dice. I don't know what that was. Alright, there we go. There's some proper dice for you. That was weird. Alright, so overconfidence, sure I can keep it. Well, no, actually. Actually, Vibronoclus is a nice thing to ramp into. Oh, and then I just drew a Crime Lord. Okay, never mind. Now then, this deck is not very good, but it should be fun, I hope. Let's see if I can Crime Lord people, you know? There's nothing else in that bag. Alright, and Epic 117 disconnected as well. I think he's lagging a little. Alright, that was a long time of silence. I apologize, guys. It's late, and I had already been... I've said this at the start of the live stream, but I started the live stream like half an hour late because I was playing my top 32 match in the Stars Destiny TTS League, and that was about 2 hours of footage. So I was recording for 2 hours just before I started this. So I'm sorry that I'm super tired, guys. I admit this has not been a good live stream in comparison to my others. Yeah, okay, Ray Ayla, let's destroy that. I hope. Oh no, they can do a lot of damage, and I only have 19 max health. Scary. Very scary for me. But I have a Chance Cube double Crystal Ball, which is insane. Although the Crystal Ball, maybe I don't even want to play it. Maybe I just want to go straight into Crime Lord. You know, turn 1 Crime Lord. I'll probably do a turn 1 Crime Lord as is. I didn't roll yet. Now I'm rolling. Well, I got a 3. If he wants to keep that 4, he's welcome to. Otherwise, sure, he can re-roll. Okay, he also rolled a 3. Alright, so time to roll my character die back in. 4 this time. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna give him his battlefield. We're just gonna have him have his battlefield. You know, I'm tired of dealing with that. It was supposed to be that he was supposed to re-roll after that, but I'm just tired of dealing with that. So you know, let's just do this. And he gets to start. Let's be honest, the battlefield roll-off doesn't matter. I mean, it matters a big deal, but come on, this is not a great deck. So I want to take all of the cheating advantages I can get. You know, don't have any removal turn 1 though, so that's a problem. But Ray Ayla, they tend not to have much dice fixing. Especially when you're just going out with an heirloom turn 1. I responded with a chance cube. Alright. What's he gonna get? Alright, I'm happy for him to get that blank. Crystal ball number 1. I mean, crystal balls can always be fodder for Unkar, you know? I wish Crime Lord was 4 resources to kill a guy, and like 5 to play. That'd just make it so much better. I mean, it's already a card that's got to be scary. You got to make sure it's not very good, otherwise it can become very dominating very quickly. Okay. I'm playing my other crystal ball now. I just worry that Talzin's gonna die um, before my opponent, before I even get to roll her out. Because that's a possibility with the dice on board here. That's what I've got the crystal ball for. To see what my opponent's cards are going to be. See if I want to use Talzin to negate them. Or not. Because if he rolls a 3 there, I might have to negate. Alright, well, he's got 6 damage out. That's decent for turn 1. So I'm going to use Talzin. I'm going to pay the 1 for the chance cube. Roll, 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 roll. I'm going to use Crystal Ball number 1 to look at the top card of my deck. It's an odd number. Okay, going to use Crystal Ball number 2, look at the top of his deck. It's an odd number. Okay. Both odd. Both odd. Both odd. You know, I'm going to put this to a 3. I'm going to use Talzin to put that to the 3. There we go. I've got a lot of focuses, so it's like, do I really need to use my chance cube focus for the chance cube? But I'm going to do it anyway. Gonna throw 6 into the Talzin. Perfect. Yep, so I'm going to take 3 resources. Now the question is, do I want to Unkar and hope I hit a 1? Or do I want to focus these into actual resource sites? Well, I just discarded a 0. There's a good chance that if he's discarding zeros that he won't have... Yeah, there's a good chance if he's discarding zeros that he won't have... that he doesn't have ones, or otherwise he'd be discarding those instead, you know? Don't hit the crime lord, please. Yes, didn't hit the crime lord. Alright. Boom, here comes crime lord. But now that Ray's going to have a shield, Talzin's basically dead to rights already. Oh my god. If only it was spend 4 resources. Only it was spend 4 resources. So close, yet so far. I have an overconfidence at least to try and keep myself alive slightly. Spending resources though, not what I want to do when I've got a crime lord deck, you know? But all I need to do is get 2 crime lords off and I win. Shotos. Shotos don't help you against crime lords. Alright, crystal ball number 1, look at the top of his deck. Okay, crystal ball number 2, look at the top of my deck. Okay, and I'm gonna put this to the 3. There we go, that's gonna be another 5 resources. Which I shall absolutely use. I don't care if Talzin dies after I grab those 5 resources. I just care that she does. Now this is where he uses the Shotos to remove the Unkar shield, because that's just better than putting a shield on you, because I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just going to crime lord you to death. So he rolls 3 melee. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of money. Pretty sure I've got a lot of money at this point. Now the real question is, how much of this money do I spend on not crime lord stuff? Because at this point, crime lords are going to be crime lords are expensive, right? And I'm not going to have many chances to crime lord ever again. So I just resolve 5 resources. Come on, man. 1 melee kills. There you go. I don't know why he used the heirloom for that. Should have used a different die. Alright, now I'll play the blackmail for 3. Don't get to overconfidence anymore, though. That's a swap blue. Why did I get to blackmail for 3? And then I can on the hunt for 1, which can remove shields. Costs quite a bit of money, though. Costs a resource to play the card, and then a resource to use it. That'll put me down to 6 resources in total. That's not what I want to be at, because I want enough to be able to crime lord. You gonna roll those? Yes. See, that special could have got due to a 3. Alright, unfortunately that special ruins crime lording. But, you know, at least I got a focus so I can go back to crime lording. Please don't have removal for the crime lord. Please let me just kill a character with crime lord. Come on, give me some fun. Turn the blank, yeah. So it's a pretty good special. You know, you just read it. It's a pretty good special. All right. Back to how it was before. Okay. Now the question is, do I want to use Uncast stuff here, or do I want? I think I want to start discarding to reroll just to see if I can get the shield on the blackmail side. Nope. Discard the overconfidence. Try again. That did not roll in properly. Nope. Okay. Yeah, at this point I'm going to use Uncast ability. And I'll draw a line over that, show that there's a discard, a random card button. Hey, I gained a 1. Alright. And then I'll use that 1 to play a 4 solution. This still leaves me with 5 resources. Alright, Ray dies. But Unko has 6 hit points left. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows. But I get spell removal, witch magic. Witch magic might need to be played. But I'd rather try and just roll in and see if I can get the Crime Lord off, you know. First and foremost. You know, if this works, this just proves that Bobby Sapphire is a terrible deck builder, because his deck can't even beat Unkar, Talzin, Crime Lord. You know? Just terrible. I don't know. Why is everyone so hyped about Ayla Ray? You know, it just dies to Crime Lord. Hard casted Unkar Crime Lord. You know? Just that's what happens. Alright, there's no way he can possibly kill me. I could coerce at this point, and then you'd be forced to use up one of his cards. If he has removal. Yeah, I'll use coercion. Deal to me your hand. Alright, yeah, just guard, please. Or pass every turn. Alright, cool. So he uses the guard. Otherwise, he'd have to pass every turn. I could play the Houndstooth, I could play Witch Magic, and and then I could set up Lying in Wait until he doesn't have the guard in hand anymore. Okay. Alright, he does that, sure. I'm gonna resolve blackmail and have him discard 3 then. I really wanted to hit that overconfidence. I know that's the last guy's hand, at least. I might houndstooth this. Yeah, I'll houndstooth this. I'm not gonna kill him this turn, so I'm not gonna try. And again, that just rolled a 2 for 1, so that can get me a resource. Let's discard the spell removal. Let's re-roll these 2 cards. I'm very close. Very close. Come on, Unkar, give me a +2 on that resource. Nope. Come on, give me a resource, Unkar. Give me a resource. Focus. Okay, focus can still get me to the 4 for 2 on the Houndstooth. Boom. For 2 resources to do a Crime Lord. Boom. GG. I had a 50% chance of rolling good stuff for that Unkar, and it worked out. Nice. And the reason, of course, why I kept the resource on the Houndstooth at 2-1 instead of re-rolling it is because I needed to use up the +2 otherwise. It worked! It worked! Woo! Only works once, though. Then they just kill Unkar opening turn. Soon as you know what you're up against with this deck, the deck is terrible. But it's fun to just throw out there as a thing. Yeah, Unkar, Blood, Crime Lord. That required me to have a chance cube at the opening card. But it worked. No problem. Alright. Alright, guys. This has been me, GameSlide99, aka No Brainer. I only streamed for 2.5 hours. Sorry about that, but you can expect 2 hours worth of footage. Ish. I think it's more like an hour and 50. Ish of footage to go up over this weekend. Thank you for watching. Signing out.